We grew up with the impression that the primary purpose of physical activity and fitness is to aid in the maintenance of a healthy body. How young we were to think that the mind and spirit of a person could not be considered within the realm of the body. How foolish we were to think that the upkeep of our body systems was the only angle towards health. The focus of this course is filled with one major irony, the use of the word comprehensive in the comprehensive school health program. As passions, goals, and action plans begin to form, I realized that in order to be comprehensive, I needed to, in fact, be quite finite with my first steps to promoting a holistic approach to that mind, body, and spirit shift. To echo that first idea, I'm reminded of an old Maori proverb when I lived in New Zealand. It loosely translates to, "Only within the most fertile soil may the fern grow to be a mighty tree." If the ground in which you plant your passions is not suitable, life cannot prosper. If the culture of a school is not properly cultivated, our actions are frivolous. In past classes, our cohort has discussed the ideas surrounding climate and culture. We can change the weather with a smile, but it may take much longer to change the patterns which brings that weather to us. Small, determined steps towards a health-related shift will build the harbor which may outlast the long-lived tempest. My grandmother used to tell me about how I was full of piss and vinegar when I was younger. I was never dropped off and handed over to my parents reluctantly. I had energy, as many of us did and still do. This course has shown me that by coming in foot-stomping, guns a-blazing, ready to change the world may not be the best approach. One of the most important aspects of this process of building a CSH program at my school would be the realization there's no such thing as Miracle-Gro when you're attempting to change a health-related climate. This isn't a 30-minute let's paint a happy little bush over here PBS special. Crafting the most beautiful works of art or reaping the most beautiful crops involves observing the soil, the weather, and the current needs of the community. The four pillars, as it were. So yes, Father Time will rule over all of us, and by allowing this organic growth, we may lead to more lush and long-lasting effects. As a teacher, and now semi-administrator, I need to realize that teachers are the ficklest of people I've ever met. They can change the lives of countless students, but some have trouble changing their routines to cover last-minute recess duty. All of that aside, the concept of buy-in has echoed throughout the process of building a CSH initiative. But how can we blame those educators, our foot soldiers? As studies have proven, all CSH initiatives need administrative leadership, but my English teacher down the hall is the one digging the trenches. My geography teacher is the one who could sabotage the entire plot. So how do we gain this buy-in? How do we earn the unequivocal support from those in the front lines, getting their hands dirty for the betterment of our school and the lives of our students? Our teachers within and beyond the HB sphere need to understand the academic purpose behind supporting and developing their craft to complement a health-focused approach. And furthermore, we all need to understand the multi-layered benefits of creating a healthy school, mind, body, and soul. I have slowly come to grips with the fact that curriculum is very much important for the structured growth and development of our students, but it does not hold a candle to the idea that our students should come to school feeling good and safe for 12 plus years of their life. Physical literacy suggests that students can develop competence and confidence through movement. Stomachs filled with nutrition during first period can breed focus, and students who feel socially and emotionally valued by their peers and educators pursue their passions with an eager sense of purpose. It is there I truly begin to understand that maybe comprehensive is the right word to use. Just as in education, we should not have a one-dimensional approach. Health, too, must be bound to the ideas of inclusivity and differentiation. That's the greatest thing about health. Everyone can be healthy in so many different ways. This truth is also apparent when it comes to my own goal, objective, and action plan surrounding the utilization of staff professional development. How precious it is to establish buy-in by having teachers take ownership of a school-wide program. Thanks to sources like the JCHS website, the implementation of a holistic and in-class health approach can take on almost any shape within any discipline. This, it seems, far more appealing to teachers who have quite a lot on their plate already. Another avenue for gaining this ownership is to have teachers lean on one or two of their own. Great leaders make leaders, and the team we all establish can make or break your initiative. If things go well, we can just skulk into the background. I have spoken metaphorically quite a lot throughout this presentation, and I have one more for you. If we imagine our schools in the most basic forms, 4 walls and a roof, we understand each of those 4 walls to be a pillar. No matter what, every school has an aspect of every pillar and will not fall. Like each of our homes, we need to witness a need, plan one support, and strengthen one of those walls so that we may better the lives of the students that live within them.